Hi, so welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to discuss about what is the hydrogen bond. So let's look at this question. So this is a diagram that shows the bond X between the water molecules. So actually when you see the words water molecules and you see the words which is bond, we know that actually this water molecules is having a hydrogen bond. But some of you might wondering like why is the bond that for water molecules must be hydrogen bond? So let me show you how the hydrogen bond is formed. Okay, so actually it has two criteria. So the first criteria is that the hydrogen atom must be attracted to a highly electronegative atom. So the common examples that we see for this electronegative atom is usually fluorine, and then nitrogen and oxygen. So it's basically just F and O, and maybe you can remember it as F, O, and font. So once the hydrogen atom attracted to any of these three electronegative atoms, they will form a hydrogen bond. And this hydrogen bond, the bond formation must be rely on the electronegative atom, that it must be have at least one or more lone pair of electrons. So the meaning of lone pair of electrons is actually means that this lone pair of electron, it does not attracted, or we can say does not involve in bond formation. So we know that in order to form a bond, so it must be involve electrons, either by transfer of the electrons as in the ionic compounds, or sharing of the electrons as shown in the covalent compounds, or even through the dative bond formation, which is electron donates its lone pair of electrons to the electron acceptor. So this is the criteria for the hydrogen bond formation. So in this diagram, we have shown that the hydrogen atom is actually bonded to a oxygen, which is a high electronegative atom. So it fulfills the first criteria. And the second criteria is actually that this electronegative atom, like for this example, it is the oxygen atom, and this oxygen atom actually has two lone pair of electrons. But of course in this diagram it does not show you that this oxygen atom actually has two lone pair of electrons, but you should know that. Yeah, so this is a hydrogen bond. So this two dot is actually one set of the lone pair electron, and this is another lone pair of electron. Okay, next, for the next question, diagram 5 shows the formations of the X bond. So let's look at this diagram. We have the hydrogen atom, we have this electronegative atom as well. Okay, so this is another water molecule as well. So this dotted line is actually indicate the bond formation. Okay, the bond formation. So this bond is formed when the hydrogen is actually bonded to an electronegative atom, and this oxygen has the 2 lone pair of electrons. So this is actually a hydrogen bond, right? This X bond is actually a hydrogen bond. So let's look at which statement explain the statement. So the first is 2 hydrogen atoms donate 1 electron each. Okay, once we look at this, it is not donate, it is accept. Okay, because we already said that this oxygen atom has 2 lone pair of electrons, so only the atom that has the lone pair of electron can donate. Okay. Okay, B. 2 hydrogen atoms share 2 electrons with 1 oxygen atom. It is not share also, and it is not from the same. It is from another molecule, another water molecule. So C. Hydrogen atom form the attraction forces with oxygen atom from another molecule. D. Hydrogen atom shares the lone pair of electrons with water molecule. It is not hydrogen atom to share the lone pair of electron. It is the oxygen atom. Actually, the hydrogen is basically nothing because it has no electron. Okay, it has no electron that can be donated or accepted. So the answer is C. The hydrogen atom will form the attraction forces with oxygen from another water molecule as shown in this diagram. So this hydrogen is actually form an attraction bond, attraction forces, which is the bond with another oxygen atom. Okay, next. This is also definitely the answer would be D, hydrogen bond. Because this is the bonds form. This is the bond form that between the water molecules H2O. So next question. Which of the following can form a hydrogen bond with water? Okay. So actually we know that this water is a universal solvent, right? Means that it can form the hydrogen bonds with any other substances. But let's see what is ethanol. So the chemical formula for ethanol is actually like this, as what I drawn right now, and it has this OH, right? So actually it can form a bond with the water molecule, isn't it? These all can react with this H and then they form a hydrogen bond. So this will be the answer, which is the ethanol. And ethanol is actually a alcohol. Next, for ethane, it is having the chemical formula of C2H6. Yeah. So actually it does not have any hydrogen that is bonded to a highly electronegative atom as shown in this diagram. So even though it has the H, but it has no this electronegative atom, so the bond cannot be formed. The hydrogen bond cannot be formed. Same goes to this naphthalene. It is also an organic compound, so it does not meet the requirement for the bond formation. So the answer would be A. So next, diagram 2 shows the formation of bond Z. And we can see that this H is bonded to F, which is one of the electronegative atom. So this is a hydrogen bond. Okay, next. Which of the following illustrations shows the formation of the hydrogen bond between the water molecules? Okay. Or between the molecules. Definitely C is wrong because the hydrogen does not attracted to any electronegativity negative atom. And for A, right, So the answer would be B, which is the hydrogen bond formation, where this hydrogen is actually attracted to a highly electronegative atom, which is the oxygen, and another water molecule, it has the lone pair of electron to attract the hydrogen. And then for this part is wrong because it should be connected to F or N as well. Yeah, and then this is also should be connected to F or N. Yeah, so the answer is B. Okay, another question. Diagram 2 shows the bond formed between the water molecules, and the bond formed between the water molecules must be hydrogen bond. Which of the following has the same bond as the diagram? Okay. So the answer would be A, which is this hydrogen is actually bonded to a highly electronegative atom, which is the F, and this hydrogen is bonded also to another highly electronegative atom. And for B and D, this is actually a hydrogen ion. And this nitrogen having these two dots, which indicates it is a lone pair of electron. So this lone pair of electron, actually it can donate from here to the hydrogen ion. The nitrogen atom can donate its lone pair of electron to the hydrogen ion. So this is actually the formation of dative bond, where it will involve a electron donor and a electron acceptor. So same goes to D as well. And then for C, as what I mentioned just now, this hydrogen should be bonded. It should be bonded to fluorine, oxygen, or nitrogen. Okay, next for this question, this is the question related to the state of the curly hair when dry and wet. Which of the following explain the situation? So we can observe that this girl, when her hair is dry, it is like curly hair, and then when the girl is after washing her hair, it will get like more tidy or stick together the hair. So let's look at what it happens. So A, transfer of electrons in the hair protein to the water molecules, no. B, electrons in the protein molecules are delocalized to form sea of electrons, causing wet hair to appear straight when wet. It's not really also. Okay, this statement is a bit weird. C, protein molecules in hair absorbs the water when wet, causing the molecular size to increase. This is like a bit nonsense as well. So the last answer would be D, which is the protein molecules in hair actually can form the hydrogen bond with the water molecules when the hair is wet. Okay, for the last question for this topic, which is related to hydrogen, so let's look at this diagram. So this is the diagram below, shows the effect of the X bond on the physical properties of ethanol, which is the alcohol. So the ethanol can dissolve in water, yeah, and it form between the water molecules and the ethanol molecules and the water molecules. So for sure, this effect of X bond, this X bond is actually the hydrogen bond. So let's find what is correct about the X bond. Transfer of electrons between the metal atoms and non-metal atoms. No, it is actually, this statement is telling us this is a hydrogen ionic bond, but it is not. And then the electrostatic forces between the sea of electrons and the positively charged electrons. No, this is the metallic bond. This is telling us the formation of the metallic bond between the C electrons and the positively charged metal ion. C. Sharing of electrons between non-metal atoms that come from one atom only. No. D. D will be the answer because it is actually the bond, the effect of X bond. It is hydrogen bond. So it is the force of attraction between the hydrogen atoms that have bonded with an atom of higher negativity in another molecule. So I think that's all for me for this hydrogen bonds questions discussion, and I will see you in the next video.